What is going on, everybody? Treasure Gnome here, and I'm here to talk about Etsy this fine afternoon. I get lots of requests, and I've been trying to alternate back and forth between Etsy and merch. And as I go through these videos, I know you guys like them both, and I try to keep the questions centered around the topic that we're on for the day. So I respectfully ask if you have questions. We're going to keep it to Etsy today, and we're going to get into some numbers as well as answer some questions on getting set up as we go if people have them. And we're going to do some looking at some Etsy stores again and see what some people are doing good, see how Halloween shaped up. We're going to talk about the difference between the holidays on Etsy and the holidays on Amazon, and how you can expect sales to come on the two different platforms how I'm projecting them to be, and all that good stuff. So the first thing I want to do is say thank you to anybody who's here live. I'm going to pull up the chat. So if you're jumping in, say hello, because if you guys know, I read out the comments. So if people are watching us on the replay, we love you too. You can know what's going on, so it's not just like I'm answering questions. You can actually know what the hell I'm talking about too, because I like to read the question out first. So looks like we got Swamp Picker and Ron in the house. What's up, guys? If you're jumping in, say hello, and I'll try to answer. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my phone here. 15 people in the house. All right. The last stream, I think we had 45 live. It'd be awesome if we could beat that tonight. Hello, Coffee Dawn. Hello from Canada. Thanks for joining. Do you know Jacob Topping? I know he's another fellow Canadian. Wendy Jones, how's it going? Bernard Blunzer, hello. Mystic Bazaar, what's going on, man? All right, so as we get into this, we got some people coming in. Good to see. So I'd like to see over 40 people live today. I don't know if we can make that happen, but there's a couple ways we can do that on YouTube Live. I don't do Facebook, just YouTube. So the ways we can get that going are if you hit that like button, that thumbs up button, whoop, that helps. It helps it get noticed in the search and in the browsing. Some of you probably already had me on alert. So if you're not already have me on your alert thing yet, that's really easy to set up. You just hit the little bell by my name, and then the next time I go live, you'll get alerted. Thanks, guys. And then the other way is you can share it. So if you want to share it with your friends or anyone else is interested in Etsy, any groups, anything like that, you can always do that as well. Now that we're over that, we're going to get into Etsy. And everyone who's liking, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's get right into this. First thing I'm going to do is show you the update, a little encouragement, so you guys can see what the traffic looks like. People always ask, the first thing they always ask, how many listings do I have up? Right now I have about 420 listings, and I am running ads. So I use ads at about, you have to play with your ads. I'm going to let you guys figure that one out, but my suggestion, I always say, don't go above 10-15 cents at the most. Unless it's really converting well for you, it's a waste of, you're going to be wasting money. So you have to find a sweet spot if you are running ads on Etsy and Google, and it's hard. Google doesn't let you really control the price, so that one's a little more difficult. A lot of it I'm getting is through organic traffic through Etsy. So if you haven't heard me talk about it before, a good site for that is called Marmalead. Marmalead. How do you run ads and where? You can run ads right on Etsy. And I'm going to open up another page and just do Marmalead. So this is the application I use. It's called Marmalead. So you can get in here. And this is not a sales pitch. I'm just saying this helps you really look at every listing, and here's a good example of what it does. So every single listing, it gives you a letter rating, and it tells you how you can fix it to make it better. And then it gives you grades, and it gives keyword suggestions. It's a really good tool. That's all I'm going to say. Do your own research on that. It's not a paid promotion, but you can run ads. Greg Lopez asked, how can you run ads? You can run ads by going to the marketing tab here. If you see this, it looks like a little shout phone. You just click on that, and then in there, there's a couple different places you can run ads within Etsy and on Google. How long before you saw sales? I saw sales on like the first or second day, Detour shirts. I just put up as many listings as I can, and I'm going to show you right here. You can see, so the green is the revenue, and then this is traffic. The green is revenue. The blue, every blue pillar is orders. So if you see over here, you can see, I'll zoom in a little. Over here, you can see 0, 2, 4. So that's the amount of orders I'm getting per day. So 2 to probably like 1, 2, average 2 sales a day. Like if you average it out. So pretty good. And probably about 35% of this is profit. So this is the total revenue, and 35% of it is profit. So this is only 28 days, I think, too. Oh, this is 30 days. Okay. I've been making about $600 a month in profit. And then this is the cool part right here. You can see where your traffic's coming from. So Etsy, so 50% of my traffic is from like on Etsy, and then 30% is direct. Now, when it says direct, I'm not really sure. I've said this before. It says people who came directly to your shop, usually by entering a URL or clicking on a bookmark or email link. So I'm not really sure how I'm getting that large a percentage from that yet. So we'll find out. And then external search, which is Google. And you can see here it's coming from Google, Google Shopping, and Google Bing, and social media. Oh, I got a super chat from Jonathan Wright. He said, please do more Etsy videos with the Printful integration. Thank you for the tip. Thank you for the super chat, Jonathan. I appreciate it. And more Etsy videos. Okay, I will continue to do them. What else? Who else do we have in here? Mystic Bazaar says, so on Etsy, you sell your designs that you make on Merch by Amazon, or they have the same method as merch? Yeah, some of the stuff that I sell is the same stuff that I have on Amazon, and some of the stuff is fan art, and there's some different things that there's a bunch of different things. Etsy is a little more lenient, so if you can be creative and make stuff that isn't infringing, you can get away with using keywords that you wouldn't be able to use on Merch by Amazon as long as you're not infringing. Do you get paid out daily? I get paid out every 3 days. You get paid out every 3 days. Yeah, thanks, Jonathan. Appreciate it, man. Aaron Potter asks, can you talk about writing descriptions and keywords? So I'll go back to this. So descriptions don't rank in SEO. And this is what you can get a tutorial here. What do you call it? You can get a free version of this to check it out. But the two biggest things in Etsy that matter are your title and your tags. And then you want them to match the title and the tags, the keywords, for it to work effectively. So that's super important to have those two matching up. So I'll give you an example on one of these listings. What's up, RJ Martinez? How's it going? Decent Mexican in the house. Are you only selling t-shirts? I'm selling all types of stuff. So you can use any products that you can use, think of creatively making, you can use. So I'm going to run on this one because this one keeps showing all the way through. So as an example here, you can see there, I run on coffee, chaos, and cuss words. Mom shirt, mom gift, funny mom shirt, coffee shirt, southern mom shirt, fall mom shirt. So every time they have a comma in here, that's them separating a keyword. Now, if you go down here, you can see their tags. So the tags down here are similar to the tags in the title. Do you see, if you guys notice that? So it's really important to ranking. From what I've read, the description doesn't matter. The description doesn't count in the ranking. The description is like a sales. So like the bullet points are on Amazon for the most part. This is a space where you describe your product, you describe any shipping, and you know, anything else to make a sale. So you're just making it clear. You can put your sizing charts in here. Instead of having a picture, you could have all your descriptions generate a sizing chart in here. What they say here, you can upgrade your shipping by clicking here. All that stuff, you know. Thanks, RJ. So yeah, it's really nice to have that strategy in the back, because I don't think a lot of people are thinking of it like that in the front or in the beginning, and that's super important to be doing that. And I'm just gonna go back to Etsy, and if you have questions, shoot the questions you guys have in the text, and if I know it, I'll answer. Like I said, I'm not a pro, but I'm gonna show you guys some more examples of this as we go, because I think that's another big question people have is keywords and getting their listings noticed. Cool, what's your first name? See if I recognize you from the Facebook groups. I'm not on YouTube much. Oh, hi Tari, or I think I said that right, Tari K. My name is Michael Peterson. I do post in the Facebook groups quite often. No problem, Aaron. Jonathan Wright says, did you notice that if you list multiple colors, it doesn't show what the customer's selection is like it does on eBay? How would they know the difference between ocean blue, aqua, and etc.? All right, so what Jonathan's talking about is when you have pictures down here showing colors. All right, so you have pink, peach, if that's what you call it, and then black, and then up here you have all these colors. And what he's saying is, how does a customer distinguish what the color is? So this person has all those colors but doesn't even have a sizing chart. So yeah, this is pretty confusing, because there is not a picture for all of them. So that can get difficult for a customer. I agree. What I do is, so when you use the Printful stuff, it automatically uploads the pictures of the colors you pick. So say you pick 6, I usually don't pick more than 6 colors, maybe 8 at the max, and it's going to upload all 8 of those images. Now what I suggest is having only colors that are easily distinguishable. So don't have a dark gray and don't have a heather gray. Just pick one. So pick heather gray, blue, black, maybe your peach or your red, something that's easily distinguishable, and then a mint if you had that. So there would be a couple colors that a customer, when they look at this, they can clearly tell, they can match the two. So just use common sense like in that sense, and don't open yourself up to a customer being confused, because if you make it easy like that, then they won't be confused. If you have heather gray and then dark heather gray, if they don't know what the difference is between the fabric, they're probably, yeah, that mistake will be made eventually. Maybe not right away, but hopefully that helps answer that. That's my thinking of it. RJ says, so with the titles, you're just using dashes to separate long tail keywords. You can do it any way you want. So if you see it this way, this is like a hack. This is a productivity hack. So what they're doing is, I don't like the way this looks. I personally don't list it like this now because I think it looks tacky. But what they do is they're able to create their title and then copy it, and then they can just go right down the tags and paste it and hit enter. Because if your keywords are separated by commas, and you can copy and paste them into your tags. So you can match up as many keywords as you can put in your title and your tags. So you can still do that, but I like to do things like, what is the, let me pull up the notepad. So I like to do things like this. So if I were to make this listing, I would do it like this. So, funny gym shirt. Funny. I like using these things. So I don't even know what that's called. A bar. And then and then maybe you realize, oh, I don't like the way that looks. I like the bars. That's all I'm going to say. They look better on Etsy. So maybe it looks better in caps, you find out. So you do it in caps. And then CrossFit. So this is what I mean by the leniency on Etsy. Like, you're able to use the word CrossFit. And to be honest, like, when you see this in a title, we'll see if we can find one. It does look much cleaner when you're looking at. So like this one has the comma right, or the what did I say? The commas not separated. It's not a popular thing, I guess, but I saw someone else doing it on their listings, and they had a small store, and I said I really like that, and I continued it. A tree of us jumping in the live chat. Hello. Tari says, I use them to separate long tails. Cool. Oh, the bar, Jonathan. Yeah. Two bars is what I use. Cool. Yeah, I mean, there's tons of different ways you can do it. So here's a different example right here. These guys use a hash or a dash, whatever that is, a hyphen, to separate theirs. Tari K says, I heard you should really have the first 18 characters be the most important in your listing, so have the word gym as one of your first words. I have not heard that. Maybe there's a weighting system, like not waiting like waiting in line, but a weight, like in heaviness system. Well, welcome. If you have any questions, A Tree of Life says this is his first time in the stream. What's up? If you have any questions, feel free to throw them in the chat. We have 36 people live. Thanks for taking time out of the day to come in here, guys. If you're here, I want to make this valuable to you, so if you have questions at all about Etsy and the Printful integration, feel free to ask them. If you haven't set up a store yet, I have links below, so click on the links in the description. That'll get you over to where you sign up on Printful, and it will give you you and me 40 free listings on Etsy. So feel free to use those links, because we'll be spreading the love. I like this shirt. Yeah, so this person is using, this seller is using the hashes. Jonathan Wright says, do you think having backlinks to your store benefits you at all? Absolutely. It might not benefit your store. Oh, this dog is cute. It might not benefit your store, but it will definitely benefit your listings. So let me rephrase that. I think having backlinks to your listings, your individual listings, is helpful. Absolutely. And as you can see, I'll go back over to the dashboard here. You can see 4% of my traffic came from social media, 55 visits from Pinterest, 47 from Facebook, 29 from Instagram, and I'm just getting started with this. This is a month in. So social media is powerful. Now, you might think, oh, that's only 4%, but 4% is pretty good, in my opinion. That is 100 visitors you didn't have, 100 eyes on your product, and they're coming from a different source. So I truly believe if you're bringing new people onto Etsy, that they're just like Amazon, they're paying attention, especially if they convert. Oh, let's see. George Lopez, is there any keyword tools that you use? Yes. The only tool I use, I was just going over a second ago, is this one right here. It's called Marmalead. This is not a paid advertisement, but they're getting a lot of love from me. on this YouTube channel. But the only reason I highly recommend it is because it's been helpful. If someone else has used the tool in the chat that is helping them, put it in there because I will check it out and we will look at it. Because if it helps me, it helps everybody. And I like to test tools. I like my tools. Mystic Bazaar says, cool, that link is what I needed to get started. I'm only on merch 25 tier. For sure, man. If you're still moving slow on merch and you're building your account up, start loading up Etsy. That would be my biggest advice for you is you know there's money to be made there for sure. Jonathan Wright says, thanks. RJ, are you using mockups? Not yet. I don't think I will. I'm not even gonna spend any more time on it because I'm getting results with the standard mockups. I might be able to get better results with premium mockups, but it's not worth my time since you know me. I'm not using a VA. Tari says, tell folks to come join our Printful Etsy community Facebook group where we discuss all these things. Sure. I will do that, Tari. Why don't you message me on Facebook at the Treasure Gnome, and the next video we'll put a link. The next time we do a live stream, we'll put a link, and yeah, tell everybody about the group. I know about one, but that's it. So if this is a different group, then yeah, well, for sure. Greg Lopez says, it's a paid subscription. Thanks, bro. Yeah, it is, but you can get in and try the free one. I think I'm not even sure what the pricing is on it. Pricing. Oh, $19 a month. I don't even know what it is, but I use it and it's worth it. But you can try the I'm a Dabbler and get in there and see actually what it does for free. So and it actually gives you just about all the features, but it cuts it off at like 2. So it gives you like, it shows you like 1 to 3 things, and then it cuts it off. So it's like one of those things where it teases you because you don't get all the data, but it gives you an idea of what it does, and definitely worth it. Oh wait, I didn't show you guys here. Yeah. So here's this is what it says. You know, there's the entrepreneur model, and then there's the dabbler model. But yeah. Like I said, I don't work for them. It's not promoted. I don't even have a link in the description. Sorry, you're just going to have to look it up. What are your thoughts on, Jonathan Wright says, what are your thoughts on Etsy's 26% drop in traffic from 2016? I don't know. I didn't really hear about that, but my thoughts is there's still customers there. There's still a lot of customers there, as I showed you guys. So I'm not too worried about it. Definitely something to keep an eye on, though. Maybe, but they're bringing all these new sellers to the platform. So, and generally speaking, when you get more high-quality sellers coming to a platform like that, the buyers get attracted through the Google listings and stuff like that. So it'll bring new buyers too. So, hello, Kareem. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Sometimes names are difficult, unless you meet them and unless you meet someone and they tell you. But I hope I said that right. Kareem. You can let me know if you'd like to, how to pronunciate it correctly. How many designs do you have live now? I have about 430. Hashtag truth. Oh, we're almost at 50. We're at 45 live. If you guys are in here, smash that like button for me. Keep putting questions down in the chat. And if there's anything you want to see, we're going to go back to browsing Etsy while we talk. But I'm super happy that we got 45 live in here today. Super awesome. Hit that like button. Now, let's see. The homepage is always interesting, so I look at this every day before I go on just to see. You can see the recently viewed here. So I had cleared my cache too, because you can see what's trending on here. Like, look at these wall decals. So it gives you a good idea of what they're focusing on, and you can see they already moved away from Halloween, and it's starting to look more fall based now. Because with the shipping on Halloween, this was the other thing I was going to talk about, is it's over on Etsy. It's over on merch today, because if you look at the Amazon listings, what they said was, in order to get your shirt by October 31st, you have to do rush shipping. So you have to pay extra for shipping, and it's only going to get there the day of. So sales are going to drop back down. So if you don't be surprised, but my daily sales listed ratio, Brian asks. I have no idea. I'm doing about 2 sales a day on average, and I have 430 something live. Yes, absolutely. Thanks for jumping in here, guys. Let's do a little browsing here. There's a lot of clothing brands on here too. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but the market on Etsy is also a lot different. So my best advice to you is, you can always make more designs if you're designing, is to go on here and see what people are doing. The best way to do it is to browse other people's stores like this and see what they're doing. Sorry, I know I'm moving fast. If you go to a homepage, you can see the review section. You can see if someone is updating what they're putting out new, like this stuff, and you can read reviews. I like to read reviews and see what people are selling. So look at this. This is what I mean, what you can do, stuff like this on Etsy that you would never get away with on merch, but it's acceptable here because you're using the Walking Dead keyword. But, you know, really, this isn't, you're not infringing on anything. It says Rick is my hero. The only thing you did was use their keyword, and Etsy is okay with that. Same thing here, like Daryl is my hero. So don't do this on merch. But if you're creative, there's opportunities to walk on the line on Etsy as of right now. As always, you know, be careful, but there's ways to be, you can be creative. Another way you can do it is you can look at admirers of the shop. So what this does is, by digging into the admirers, is this is people who like the shop and usually have liked products. So let's take this Kayla. This is, you really have to, you're digging for data here. But you can go into this person and you can see exactly what they have liked recently. Now, already I can see a bunch of great ideas. Look at, we got Obama trending on their pages. We got some Harry Potter. We got Woman Up. We got some teaching. We got City. When you're looking for clothing, some of it's not always like that, but people tend to go through like stages of liking certain things, from what I've noticed. So like someone will go through and look, they'll like shop for clothes one day. So this is like their, let's go back. This is like their lookbook kind of thing, you know? So they might be going through items one day and looking at, this looks like they were looking at Thanksgiving shirts, see? So they went through and started liking, and they got on they went through a black hole and got sucked into Etsy looking at all the stuff, see? So, but this is a good way to see buyers' patterns, so what they're interested in, and it gives you a really good idea of what they're interested in. So yeah, I don't know. I hope that helps. I actually just got an order on Etsy right now as we speak, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to the chat for a sec. Wendy Jones, I know you're uploading some of your merch by Amazon designs to your Etsy store. Do you have to recreate the artwork by using Etsy dimensions, or do you upload your artwork using the merch by Amazon dimensions? I use the merch by Amazon dimensions. For Printful, it works for most items, unless it's something very, very large. Yes. All right, yeah. So Terry K said the same thing. You can use the same design. You just need to have at least 150 DPI for the Printful listing, correct? And most products, the merch design specs work for that just fine. Those listings have way better pictures than Printful. Any way to get more attractive pics? I know one person, I don't know if he's still in here, RJ Martinez, is using mock-ups. I don't know where he's getting them from. I don't know if he's going to share. You can hit him up if you want. I'm not going to use them. I agree, these mock-ups are beautiful. But if you look at these stores, they're usually established for a while, like 2016 here. My guess is that they are most definitely creating their own mock-ups and then placing their design on them. So that's, I mean, you can do that. You can order blanks of these shirts and make your own mock-ups, and then you have them forever, and then you just throw them into Illustrator or Photoshop, and you literally, it's your background, and then you just place your design over it and upload it. You only need to make one per shirt, and then you can pick the shirt that it looks best on the most, and then you can upload it to multiple, and then you can just have the Printful mock-ups up there after, or you can just say it's available in these colors. Mitch on merch. I may have missed it, but how many products do you have live on Etsy? What's up, Mitch? Thanks for stopping by. We have about 435 live right now. Shirts, mugs, etc. I list on shirts, mugs, sweaters, sweatshirts, V-necks, all that stuff. Sheena says, always learning something new from you, Mike. Thanks. Thank you, Sheena. Love seeing you in here. I know you're a regular. Appreciate you stopping by. Aunt Fuzz says, you can buy mock-ups on Etsy. There you go. Well, let's look into that. Sorry, I'm a little thirsty. Let's see. T-shirt. Mock-ups. There you go. So there you go. Instant download. You can get a V-neck mock-up for $4.79. So if you guys are looking to make your own mock-ups, let's see what else she has. Well, we can see what's selling. How about we start there? No, because we just want to see the mock-ups. So mock-ups, t-shirts. Oh, she has some nice ones available too. So there you go. I mean, this is very cool. So whoever just said that, shout out to you. They would have a fall themed one. That was kind of crappy in my opinion. I do like this one a lot. Let's keep looking. Let's see what's out there, because that quality isn't quite the same. This looks similar to Bella Canvas. Do they say what product they're shooting? Because that's important to me. I don't want to just put something in there that. Also, I wouldn't want to put a. So, my one concern with these is you're not showing an accurate product all the time. So that's kind of concerning to me. Because they're just saying it's a blank shirt. You get one JPEG file at 300 DPI, 11 by 10. So I mean, you can. That's kind of cool, I guess. You know. So there's lots of options out here. I mean, that's good to know, right, guys? This is actually really nice. I actually prefer this. So this is called Graphics Monsters, and they have a lot of stuff. All right, so I mean, I guess I'm gonna come back to the chat. This is I would say, I mean, if you want to buy mock-ups, you can get them on Etsy. That seems like a good resource for me. I would definitely look closely into what they're saying for usage and stuff. But Coffee Dawn says, do I adjust the thumbnail to show the entire shirt or a certain area? I do adjust it. The big cars is very cool. I agree. Shalana Sin says, don't you have to get the correct mock-up for the shirt you're printing on? That's what I said. You know, I'd be concerned with giving something that wasn't completely accurate. Amphaz says, learn to make your own mock-ups on YouTube. Yeah, just like we learned to design, you know. Same thing. But I don't know if anyone has any other questions. Put it on your Redbubble model, then download that image. That's also a possibility, but I don't know if that's okay with Redbubble. But great suggestion. But that's all I got for today, guys. We did about 41 minutes. So if you're watching this on the replay or you didn't get time to ask me a question, the videos usually go live about 15 minutes after I end the stream. So feel free to leave comments on the video. And yeah, thanks everyone for jumping in. If you haven't already set up a store, I have links down below to get into that. And what I always say at the end of my video, please subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and hit the bell. So the next time I go live, you can catch me as soon as I go on, because you're going to get a notification right to your phone or your computer, wherever you're sitting, your iPad, any of that stuff. And also, I'm going to make a request. So if any of you are live, either head on over to Facebook or in my last video and leave me comments on what you want to see in the next live stream. So we can do different things. We can do design. We can do merch, Q&A again. We can do more merch. We can do iPad. We can do some iPad stuff. I think I can set that up again maybe. So there's lots of things. But go to the last video I had up. I think it was merch. Throw some comments on that, or throw some comments on this one when it goes live, whatever. So if you have a request for the next live video, leave it there. And probably either Friday or next week, we're going to go live. And I will take your suggestions and questions into mind for the next live video. But thanks. I love you guys. See you in the next video. Peace out.